Hi, I'm Radiance. Join me on a journey to bring you enticing recipes where every video is a celebration of deliciousness, simplicity, creativity, and foodie inspiration. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite go-to, something I make or made a lot. So we're making banana walnut muffins. Now, I make it two ways. I make it without bananas for those who, without bananas. I make it without nuts for those who are not fans of nuts or who are allergic to nuts. So I just make banana muffins. But for everyone else, and even for myself, I make it with walnuts. You can put in pecans if you want to as well, or any nut you like, but I love walnuts. So, real simple recipe. You just need some flour, a little bit of salt, baking powder, bananas of course, cane sugar, or you can use white sugar. I like brown sugar, cane sugar that is either dark brown or light brown, flax egg, which I'll show you how to make, some vanilla, and butter. Melted butter. I'm using a dairy-free butter in this case. And so let's go. I would say melt your butter first, set it to the side, let it cool off. So we're gonna start with our flax eggs. I'm using gold flax eggs ground up. You can use gold, you can use brown, you can use whatever flax egg you find. You can even buy it powdered already. Just make sure that it is in this consistency. This is ground up gold flax seeds. You need 1 whole tablespoon, so this is 1 whole tablespoon. And you need 2½ tablespoons of water. So this is a ½ tablespoon, so that's 1/2, 1, 1½, 2, 2½. Oops. And you just mix it up as such. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Ooh, spilling some out. It's gonna be a little liquidy, but mix it up. And then set that to the side, and that's actually going to set itself up pretty quickly. There you go. Put that to the side. Okay. Your melted butter that's been cool, doesn't have to be all the way cold, but slightly cool is preferable. I'm gonna put in brown sugar. 3. Okay, so you're gonna whisk the sugar into the melted butter. And you're gonna take your flax egg, as you can see, that has been set. See the flax egg? And I'm actually just going to put this in here. See, pour that all out. Now I'm gonna take my whisk again, and I like to, well, before I do that, I'm gonna add some vanilla. Whoop. I did not measure that. And you're gonna whisk this. And what you can do is, I like to whisk this till it's well incorporated. You don't necessarily want the flax egg to disappear, but there you can see it's well incorporated. It's kind of disappearing. It's a little streaky. Just some swift, fast motion, like that. Now, for the main ingredient, the main star, bananas. For this, I like to use 3 bananas. What you can do with the bananas, if you want to, before you put them in, is you could actually mash them up. So 1, 2, let's take off some of this string, and then the 3rd banana. And when I say mash it up, I sometimes just take my whisk and I do that. You can use your hands, which I've been known to do, but I'm just going to mash this up just like that in a bowl. Now you can do this in the main bowl, but sometimes I like to do a little bit of this beforehand. You can use a fork. Like you can use a potato masher. But just anything that's gonna help you to get this in a lumpier texture broken down. All right. There we go. We're going to add the bananas in. And I'm using a spoon now because I'm getting ready to add the dry ingredients. There you go. Now, for the dry ingredients. You're going to use flour, and equal parts salt and baking powder. You do not need a lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this up, mix up the dry ingredients just a little bit, and I'm going to dump the whole thing in there just like that. And I'm going to kind of do a folding action. You don't want to over mix this because you don't want your batter to be too stiff or overworked. You can just like that until it's well incorporated and you see all the flour disappear. So there you go. Just like that. And that is the base for our muffins. Now, you take a muffin tin, you make sure it is well greased, butter or shortening, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a scoop. This is a bigger scoop. And I like to take the scoop because it makes it a little neater. And you just put one scoop into each spot. Just like that. And I'm going to take my walnuts. I like to sometimes just crumble it with my hand. Just like that. Right over that. Here you go. Just crumble it. Oops, dropped a couple. You put as much as you like. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna, with your remaining batter, you're going to top it off. Oop, I may have put too much in that one. I may put too much because this is gonna rise, by the way, so. You wanna be careful not to overload it. There you go. This tends to, based upon this recipe, can make 9 to 12. It depends on how you portion out your mixture. Because I've used too much, I'm going to take out a little bit of that one. I like to top it with sometimes just one walnut on top. Sometimes I'll put a couple of smaller ones just so I know what's in it. But also because I like the walnuts. So put one on top, or you can put in a couple of smaller pieces. you go. So we're gonna put these in an oven. I have some in here already. I'm gonna take it out. Just be careful because this is hot. You put it in your oven. You set it at 350. I'll say for roughly about 45 to 50 minutes. I let these go a little bit longer, so they're very, very dark. And these are still kind of warm. Let's see if I can get one out actually. Let's put this to the side. You see, this is what it looks like. I didn't make these as big. They're not as tall because I didn't fill up. But this is, see that steam? This is one of the muffins. So these are just the banana version, but I'm gonna come back and show you what the banana walnut version looks like. These actually fluffed up quite nicely, and they browned quite nicely. And I wanted to show you what that looks like. They actually smell so good. And as you can see, my walnuts. So these are my banana walnut muffins. Try them out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment also if you've tried these and let me know what you think. And a tip, if you want to reheat these, you can reheat these in the microwave, but I like to put them back in like a small toaster oven like that, or even the regular oven. Another tip is you can actually pan fry them. Put a little butter in that pan, or you can dry fry it. Just make sure not to burn it. Don't put it up too high. So yeah, comment if you have any other suggestions, or if you've made these, and let me know what you think. And if you want all the measurements and all that good stuff that I like to share, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and also click the link below and join my VIP free group. That's right, it's a free VIP group. Thank you so much for joining me, and you have a wonderful day.